Hello everybody, welcome back to the Mania 4K World Cup 2024 Semifinals. We have just seen two matches played already through the lower bracket. We have another lower bracket match coming up. It is going to be Singapore versus Japan, Seed 11 versus Seed 13. The fifth time these two teams are facing each other in the 4K Mania World Cup. And Singapore has never won a match against Japan. The last time these two teams faced was last year in the round of 16, where Japan completed a 6-0 sweep over Singapore. So we'll see if that trend continues or if Singapore could try and finally get a victory over Japan in the 4K MWC. I'm Avian, I'm joined by Mashed Potato. Hello.
Hello there. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of history between these two teams, and now this is going to be our sixth matchup. And actually, on paper, this could be potentially a quite close match. Japan has been dominating within the losers bracket. They only dropped one single map throughout the whole last weekend, and that one point was SV2. And they were just trolling. At that point, they were just trolling. They could have went 6-0 on both matches. Singapore had a bit of a rough match against Thailand. They did have quite some good scores, but Thailand really just showed some dominance there. But still, quite a good performance from Singapore. And now these two teams clash for a position to fight against the winner of China and Vietnam for tomorrow for a ticket in the finals weekend.
Yeah, something interesting about Japan as well from last weekend was that they swept Brazil, which I don't think many of us were expecting. I think a few of us were expecting like Japan to take the victory, but to see them sweep Brazil was very unexpected, and they did pull up some very impressive scores. I mean, number 1 on SV1, number 2 on Rice 3, which is the Quad Jack, number 2 on Hybrid 3, and number 3 on both Rice 1 and Rice 2. So they are looking very scary despite being the lower seeded team of this matchup.
I think Japan's seeding is so deceptive because before Japan, of course, they're very strong in Rice, strong in SV as expected, but now you can't really bully Japan in LNs and hybrids anymore based on what happened against Brazil, where Japan just have players like Kruke, 13 Wiz, and Na, and they were just absolutely dominating on the hybrids and LNs as well. So yeah, you can't even like bully Japan on those picks anymore. We're getting to the point where their LN skills can shine in the late games.
Yeah, you did mention 13 Wiz as well. That guy is playing out of his mind this entire tournament. Easily the flex player of Japan, playing pretty much everything. Rice, Hybrid, LN, SV. 13 Wiz has been everywhere.
Yeah, 13 has been he's just been showing up so much. And the funny thing is that like I think Japan's lineup could have been so much better. There's so many good Japanese players within the top that did not sign up. Like Nikuro was basically 13 with so extremely good hybrid LN. So yeah, this roster definitely have a potential to even be better. And now we're hopefully gonna be going to the picks and bans.
Yeah, I believe it's still currently just getting the players to settle in.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to be very interesting dynamic for the picks and bans, yeah?
Yeah, that is for sure. I think it's going to be just Rice versus LN/hybrid. I don't think Singapore wants to pick any Rice against Japan. The Japanese Rice lineup is so scary. They have anyone the team can play the Rice map.
There's something very funny about the last bans and protects from these two teams. So Singapore, their last protect was SV2 and their last ban was LN1. For Japan, their last protect was LN1. And their last ban was SV1, so I don't really know what to do with that information because I know that Japan are beasts in SV. So Singapore probably won't be protecting SV, they'll probably have to go for something else, and then they're banned as well. I feel like maybe banning LN against Japan, maybe not a good idea. I think Rice will probably going to be the ban for Singapore.
Yeah, or SV as well. It depends on if they actually practice a bit of SV, but I think, in my opinion, they should ban the SV. There's no way they should not ban any of. Japan has been the number 1 SV country for the past decade or something. They were so strong in SV.
Hard to say decade, but definitely of the last few years for sure.
Yeah, last few years. That was a bit of a hyperbole for me, but
to be fair, right? SVs haven't even been a thing for a decade. I believe they were only added in 2016.
Yeah, okay, so nearly decade.
8 years. 8 editions.
8 years.
Is it 8 editions? 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3. 9 editions actually.
Oh wow. So next year will be 10 years of SVs then.
If
And Kuke
they
will
decide.
be yeah.
Yeah, speaking of SVs.
Yes! SV1! I love this SV. I love
Oh.
role placing SV.
Okay.
Oh!
LN1
Wait.
Protect.
Okay. That's I mean to be fair, it's either LN1 or LN4. Right? Because like these two LNs are very they're quite similar in terms of just how hard it could be. And actually Kuke is going to so Japan's gonna be banning hybrid 1, so it's the more straightforward hybrid. Very surprising actually. I thought they would be banning maybe LN3 potentially, because that's like a very technical LN.
I think it makes some sense. And also Singapore banning SV2 also makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we won't be seeing SV2. I think we're definitely going to be seeing our first ever SV pick in this weekend. Surely. Yeah, because Malaysia versus Russia, the match didn't last long enough to have an SV pick, and the first match, it was Philippines against Hong Kong. There was a double SV ban, so yeah. And we're going to be seeing Rise 2, the speed jump stream pick at 266 BPM. This is no slouch of a map.
Yeah, if we were just going to directly compare jump stream to jump stream, Japan placed 3rd last weekend and Singapore placed 15th. I believe last weekend's jump stream map was various artists by Hadagiri, right?
Yes, it was my category. Yes, various artists, the cut version. Yeah, Japan absolutely demolished on that pick, and it could have even been better as well. Actually, their team score, their average accuracy was 99.91%. So that could have been the number 2 score, potentially for Japan as well. So yeah, Japan, they're quite strong, and you see, I think this is the expected lineup for Japan. You have a father. 13 wins and Na 2303. A bit different from last weekend, where it's actually Yomogi who was playing.
Yep.
So yeah, but you know, a father. How long has he been playing in VSRG? I do not even know.
I believe Singapore are slowly trying to get some players in, because from our understanding, Singapore initially did not have enough players at the start of the match, but they're slowly getting them back in.
Yeah.
So we'll probably see them come in later, but for now it is going to be Oyama, Neon Hooray, and Certified Pinoy. I don't think this is Singapore's ideal lineup, but this is the lineup they can only field for the time being. So yeah.
Definitely. They are missing the OP meme, who is kind of their main talisman for Singapore.
Wiz actually struggling a little bit with accuracy at the start compared to the rest of the Japan players. Actually now bringing it back up because the Fodder also dropped a bit. But Singapore actually doing quite well to match Japan. It's just Neon Hooray just lagging a little bit behind. But Oyama, my hero, as I say Oyama, my hero, they dropped from 0.8 to 0.7.
I mean, to be fair, this map, I think it's more important to try to keep your combo together. So these patterns are not easy to hit. It's fast, but also it's very anchory as well. So you can definitely lose track of your rhythm very quickly there. But right now, all 6 players still holding combo. We're about to reach the 4-digit combo mark right now, and yet no single drop. The lowest accuracy is actually going to be Neon Hooray. I didn't realize he actually dropped his accuracy down to 99.5, and now a miss.
Yeah, Neon Hooray not looking too comfortable on the patterns there. They are going to be given a short rest section, but that is going to give a 5-digit lead to Japan.
You know what's scary is that the highest accuracy on Singapore is Certified Pinoy, and yet he's not even matching any of the accuracy on Japan's side right now.
I mean, there's a reason why Japan picked this first.
What is this? Just what is this accuracy? 99.83 is the lowest accuracy from Japan right now, and that's a miss from Oyama, my hero. I think this is quite dominant from Japan. And another miss, ballooning the lead up to 30,000 points.
Yeah.
Miss from Neon Hooray. Oh no, this is disastrous for Singapore.
I think the problem
look
is
at
that
this.
Singapore just has not been as strong on jump stream compared to the rest of the teams remaining left. And to put in the fact that this is most likely not even Singapore's best 3 players to play this map, it's almost just gifted this victory to Japan. And I mean, to be fair, I feel like even with Singapore's 3 best players, how are you going to beat these 3 players of Japan with the lowest being a 99.83, all players still holding an FC? As I say that, hopefully they'll be able to hold on to it to the end, because this is a very freaky team score. Oh my goodness.
There's no way. There is no way in hell that Singapore could beat
Oh,
this.
that was almost a full team V1 double S. Just
What?
a single 200 nah. Wow.
Wow, absolutely wow from Japan right there. This is the team that sweep Brazil, and they're really just showing that is no fluke of a result there. Japan, that is an average of 995.5, and that is just a statement and a half for Japan right there.
That score from Japan is just 1,300 points lower than their various artists' score from last weekend.
This is like what 15 BPM faster than around 18 BPM. 16 BPM faster than various artists. Like it is absolutely mental. It shows that Japan can definitely scale even later as well. This is not their ceiling is so high on Rise picks.
It is definitely quite surprising. I think a lot of us were looking at this Japan team and are like, oh yeah, Group K, yeah, a Forza, and then the rest is like, how much do we really know about these players? And then they show up in these kinds of maps and we're like, yeah, okay, they are the real deal.
Apparently we know nothing about this team because they are just getting top team score. This is probably gonna be the top 3 team score. Maybe US and Thailand could beat this, potentially South Korea, but I don't think many teams can beat that team score from Japan right there.
Yeah, and Singapore just going for that protect just to be safe. Going with something comfortable for them. I mean, LN1, like you've mentioned, Japan hasn't really been that great of an LN team, so Singapore trying to maybe exploit it.
Yeah, that's for sure. And we're going to be seeing hold on. We're going to see Bat Mania player actually. I haven't, so based on all the lines up right now, I have not seen him play on any of the LN maps so far or hybrids.
I feel like this could be a case of scaling, like once you go into more late game stuff, they actually shine compared to the other players. I know there's like these kinds of dynamics with teams, where you have some players that are very good at early game, mid game, and then they just completely fall off in the late game. And then you have other players that are okay with the early mid game but are not as strong as the other players, and then late game they just soar. So I feel like Batmania player might be one of those.
Yeah, I mean, case in point, you have the Chinese team. I mean, that is basically what you just said right there.
Alright, let's see if Singapore can finally get themselves on the board.
Yeah, actually, at the start, the accuracy is quite even now, actually. We have some good performers with a 99.5 from Crew K, 13 with Oyama My Hero and Neon Hooray, while Batmania player is matching that of Wintry as well, so this is quite dead even right now.
Definitely quite even, but you can already see the drop off of accuracy from the previous Rise map to this, when the highest accuracy is 99.5. This could actually get very close, just looking at the accuracies all around, because knowing that they all have like around 99.2, 99.3, we might actually see some combo breaks. And we already see one in Oyama My Hero.
There you go, right on
case.
Right on command.
But that was very clean. That was very clean because Oyama My Hero is still holding the highest accuracy of the lobby, but because of that miss, Japan will take the lead for now.
Only for now, actually, the bottom row for both teams are actually struggling quite a bit right now. It's only the top row of Oyama My Hero and Kuke is actually performing quite well. Actually, now Kuke is dropping down to 99.3, so everyone's actually struggling quite a lot, except for Oyama My Hero. The accuracy lead from Singapore is actually bringing the lead back, and now Singapore is actually taking the lead.
Yeah, good news for them. I mean, Japan's accuracy, well, combo game is there, accuracy not so much.
Yeah, that's for sure. And actually, because it's an LN map, you tend to get like a higher combo count. So even if you miss, it won't be too detrimental in a way, and if you have good accuracy, you can definitely bring your score lead right back.
I'm quite worried though because I feel like Batmania players' game plan right now is just hold on to combo and throw accuracy out of the window. And if that's gonna happen, if Singapore just find a miss, but that's Kuke finding a miss, not gonna help Japan here, but I was saying if Singapore do find misses, that could actually help Japan, but I believe that's gonna be 5-digit lead to Singapore.
Yeah, there's not much more to say. I think the accuracy of Batmania players is definitely not helping out too much. Yeah, Wintry and Neon Hooray has stabilized their accuracy up to 99.2 now, and Oyama Mahiro's accuracy lead is he's actually running away. He's way above everyone else right now, 99.5%, potentially the MVP of this map. And yeah, potentially 980k for Oyama Mahiro, despite the miss right there.
Yep.
And there it is.
980k with a miss.
Yeah, that is quite insane from Oyama Mahiro. And the funny thing is that, again, this is not the best Singapore could be. We don't have OPV just yet.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can also just look at like accuracies across the board. Like Japan were definitely lagging behind on that front, despite winning on the combo game.
Yeah, that is for sure. There's no doubt that Singapore would have won this, even if everyone FC'd. So now Japan. Well, I mean, we know what Japan's going to pick next. I think in my opinion, it's definitely
Well,
rice, but maybe rice free in my opinion. Like, I don't know about you, but I think Rice 3 is so... It's like a very obvious pick. Because it's like a natural progression from Rice 2, and we saw how Singapore performed on Rice
that's the
2.
that's the scary thing though, like with Rice 3, because it can be so flip flop. Okay, well, you know what? I'll eat my words. You're right.
Yeah. I think it's just the fact that we saw how Singapore struggle a lot with just jump stream accuracy, and how also last weekend they also struggled quite a lot in Rice 2 as well. I think the last weekend Rice 2 is very similar to this Rice 3. It's the stamina jump stream pick. And so, yeah, I think it's quite obvious that Japan will pick this. We're probably going to see vv22508878, a father, and 13 Wiz coming in. A full squad replacement.
I actually think Kuke could play for Japan, because Kuke did play Tree of Misery last weekend.
Yeah.
It was Na, Yomogi, and Kuke.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, Japan, I think everyone in Japan can just play Rice. Like, you have Yomogi, you have Kuke, and then you have Batmania player who is also a good Rice player, so you can pick any of those 3 of the 6, and they can probably do quite well on this map.
Okay, a father
Okay, one more
and
player.
Na.
Come on, get my bingo card correct.
I mean, over on the Singapore side, Oyama, Neon, and Certified. Still no Koishi, which is an OP meme, but there we go. 13 Wiz actually.
Yeah, no, I thought this would be the natural lineup actually. Yeah. They did really well on Rice too, so you know, if it didn't break, why fix it, you know?
I mean, going from jump stream to quad jack, it can be a huge leap rather than just a short hop.
This is stamina jump stream.
Wait, is it?
Yes,
yes.
yes.
I thought this was quad jack. My bad.
Oh, we have another Rice map now.
That was Rice 4.
Yeah, that was Rice 4. Yeah,
Okay,
that's why I was quite surprised. I was surprised as well. Yeah, but I think this is. I mean, if all goes well, I think this should be Japan's point. But anything could happen within a stamina pick, because stamina picks are quite different from fast jump stream.
Yeah, because compared to Rice 2, this is slightly longer, which means it will definitely test your stamina and how fatigued you'll be towards the end of the map. We've already seen that, I believe, last match. Malaysia versus Russian Federation.
Yeah, that's for sure, yeah. I'm a couple of misses at the end. Again, the intro is quite deceptive because, sure, a couple of misses here shows that you might have some discomfort. It's more about the ending and how your stamina holds at the end. Because if you start to give out on your stamina, you're going to get so many misses, so many bad judgment, and a 13,000 point, like a 30,000 point lead could just go straight back. But right now, the intro's not looking good for Singapore. Miss from Oyama, my heroes miss from Certified Pinoy.
Yeah, and their lowest accuracy player is the only one with the FC. Meanwhile, Japan are just all ticking the right check boxes here.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about Japan. Like, the funniest thing is that a father who has been like one of Japan's best rice player and probably one of the best jump stream, hand stream player has the lowest accuracy in the Japanese team. Like,
I mean,
how?
you say lowest, they're like 0. They're like what 0.01 below the rest of the Japanese team. Like,
This is
and now they're tied.
consistency. Now they just went up. What is going on? What is that? God, someone please drop some accuracy. Thank you.
All of Japan's accuracies are so tight-knit. Meanwhile, Singapore are just finding misses left and right. This is not helping them at all. Nihon Hure, the only FC, Oyama and Certified pick up multiple misses as we speak.
For a map this long, a 20,000 point lead is quite invigorating. But again though, there's still some hope for Singapore if Japan lose some stamina, but seeing how they perform on Rise 2, I don't think that's something you should bank on. A miss on Oyama, my hero, extends the lead to nearly 30,000 points. Nihon Hure is the only anchor for the Singapore team right now, but they're not even close to the rest of the Japanese team. They're all freeway triple 99.87. What is going on in Japan? Stop it, please.
The fatigue's already settling in for Oyama and Certified Pinoy, and like, they were already missing. It was definitely not gonna help their case. You know, Japan are just running away with it. Basically just showing no signs of fatigue. Like, they've only dropped like 0.01%, maybe 13 Wiz did, but now just went up in accuracy.
I feel like these three players are still on a V1SS right now. I have not seen a 200 yet.
We shall see in the results screen. Oyama, my hero, finds another miss just to put the cherry on top for Japan on Black Chocolates.
Wow. It's quite a nice dessert to have, actually. Black chocolates and cherry.
Yeah, and Japan will be gobbling it right up.
Oh my god.
One of the scariest team scores you might see this weekend. If they hold on through. And they do. Wow, 2986.
Let's see the... What? Not again! No, not again! Not again!
Happened again. It not only just happened again, it happened in the right window as well, the top window. Being the only 200.
Also, Oyama, my hero score is so funny.
What?
0...
Wait!
What's
0-1-0-12. Truly one of the stamina maps of all time.
One of the score of all time right there for this is so Oyama my hero. I think for him, he stands out as like a really strong accuracy player, but not a combo player. He can get really good he can get really good 200 counts, but then just have double the misses.
That is very amusing to me.
Yeah, I think there was a player in Singapore like a couple of years ago. If you remember, like Joseph, he's like the exact replica as well. Can get good 200 counts, but the misses is just all over the place.
I believe Malaysia had like someone similar in J-Lai. I think J-Lai was like picking up misses, 50s, 100s, but no 200s.
Yeah.
And it's like,
funny
okay,
how
it does make sense, like, okay, maybe 0 200s, like 150, 1 miss. But just saying Oyama he would get 12 misses is definitely something.
No, because I was quite surprised as well, because he told a 99.6 and was breaking constantly, so it must be like really clean miss. And now Singapore is actually calling a tactical timeout, maybe waiting for their captain of OPB to maybe show up as well.
Yeah, I believe Singapore may be just trying to get their players warmed up again. And Japan will also take the advantage of this to maybe check out what they're gonna go for next. I mean, let's just take a look at the pool, right? We still got Streams, we got the Cod Jack. I was wrong about Cod Jack being Vice 3, it's now Vice 4. They shifted it to one map. And the rest being Tech, we got 2 hybrids, we got LN Density, 2 mixed LNs, and SV1.
Okay, my bad. OPB was not the captain, it's actually Neon Hooray. I could get that mixed up, sorry, my bad about that. But yeah, I feel like Singapore probably gonna pick maybe LN4 or LN3 because that's like the most similar to LN1.
Yeah, I think they should definitely like stick within the LN route. for the time being anyways, I think Japan are just quite untouchable on the rise.
Maybe I should have done research on who's the captain of the Singapore team, because it's actually Oyama, my hero.
I have. I was about to say it's Oyama, my hero.
My bad, my bad. I was hoping to see maybe one of the hybrids being picked, because I think, did we have any hybrids being picked last match yet?
I believe
I don't remember.
Wait, let me check.
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing any.
Okay, I was remembering it wrongly. Philippines protected hybrid 3 but never picked it.
So we have not seen a single hybrid pick yet so far in this match.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, this weekend.
The trend continues because we're going into, personally, my favorite song of the pool, LN4.
No, it's not personally. It should be a fact that this is the best song in this map pool, because I definitely agree with you on that one as well. This is
I've been playing this outside when I'm like traveling around the country. I've been playing this song on loop.
Yeah, this song is definitely on my loop as well. This is such a good song. And well-made map as well. This is such a good map as well. Made by Mysterion, if I remember correctly. Minted Mysterion.
I think it's a collab, right?
Yeah, it's a collab, yeah. I love the song. Shout out to the Singaporean team for picking this.
And it also makes sense because I feel like this is where they should be sticking with.
Yeah, that's for sure about that. And for Japan, maybe we'll be seeing the same lineup again. I'm not sure. I thought maybe the same, maybe 13 was it? Nah.
Yeah.
I was like 13 was Crew K and was it Bat Mania player?
Bat Mania player, yeah.
Yeah.
But this time it's a Yomogi, unless
I doubt Yomogi.
Okay,
no, I
Yomogi's
doubt
out.
I don't think Yomogi's gonna be playing. Yomogi's just definitely more like a Rise player and SG player.
You're right, yes. Yomogi did play the 2 SVs from last weekend and some of the Rise. So they should not be playing LN. We should be waiting for
not certified Pinoy.
I think Singapore are just still settling their main 3 players for the LN. But it should be 13 wins.
Is Witchery gonna be playing for LN4?
I won't be surprised. Just waiting for the 3rd player for Japan.
Either Batmania player or potentially even 13 Wiz. Oh, speak of the devil, he shot here.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, it should be settled in, and actually, this could be a good kind of pick for Singapore as well. I think this could go to Singapore's pretty easily as well. Well, not easy, of course, but potentially go to Singapore. High chance.
I mean, their LN 1 pick was won by 13,000 points. This could be interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be more than 13,000 this time or less.
Yeah, but I think this is gonna be a bit closer because this is less release based, and this is like a speed LN pick. Like you can take like a Rice one and you add some LNs there. This is what it could be.
Well, so far it does seem like Japan actually are winning out the accuracy game. A Batmania player is dropping quite a lot of accuracy compared to the rest of the lobby. So I have no idea who has this lead. It might still be Japan though.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's... it's a bit of a third player syndrome rearing its ugly head right now. This is where we get to like the late stage of the map pool. You get to see like a player who might not be as comfortable, their third player might not be as comfortable as the rest of the other 2 players in the team.
Yeah, Batmania player finds a rush of 200 judgments, but still holds the combo, which is quite necessary for this kind of map, but Singapore will snatch that lead back.
Yeah, but 13 Wiz is holding really well with the accuracy right now, 99.6, way ahead of the rest of the... Actually, no, a bit above Kuke and Oyama, my hero. Ooh, it's getting quite
Three-digit
close.
lead.
Yeah,
Now we have
I
the
don't think
monologue.
I don't think this is going to be the lead at the end of the match though, because there's gonna be a couple of misses. There's no way there's gonna be six-way full combo on this. This map gets so difficult at the end as well.
I mean, I'll be sweating for Batmania player. Towards the
Yeah,
end,
same.
probably, I think. It might happen. We'll have to see. I mean, they did FC LN1, so they might
Oh, a bit of a
FC again. Oh, yeah, my
oh
hero!
miss. That's a clean miss on Oyama, my hero.
Alright,
So actually,
lifeline to
there's
Japan.
lifeline to Japan, but not really a big lead though. They can still crawl this back. Singapore have the accuracy lead.
They definitely do have that accuracy lead. And again, like, eyes will be on Batmania player, holding the lowest accuracy by quite a lot, but holding on to the
Yeah.
FC quite importantly for Japan.
Yeah, Bad Mania player is sweating bullets right now.
Oh boy. Hey, we still got one more
boy.
section.
Yeah. 2K and 13 was is actually holding so well together. Their scores actually kind of makes up for the lead for Japan right now. 99.6, 99.57.
Alright, just don't miss here, because we've already seen some players miss in this almost empty section. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, everyone has plowed through that section. Now here's the hardest part of the map. The score is going a bit towards Singapore right now. A bit of
It's
a
not gonna
rush.
let here.
Yeah, 13
not
wins
gonna
with
let
the
up.
accuracy drop.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's down
And
to 3
crucially
digits.
as well, all of Japan
Oh,
is
it's
dropped
coming to
accuracies.
Singapore.
Singapore is holding onto this for dear life. Japan's lead is shrinking ever so slightly now.
There's flickering. There's still a bit more. Everyone's still holding the combo still. What is going on?
This is actually very incredible from Singapore as well
Wait,
as
it's
Japan.
flickering. Wait, what's going on? Singapore's going to take it potentially.
They might just
The
take it
score
from
is-
accuracy. They'll take it from accuracy alone.
Oh
careful of
my
the ending.
god.
And that is barely above 1,000 points.
Japan with a freeway
Wow.
FC, but that was not enough. Freeway FC could have got you 80 points, but Singapore with 2 FC and such a clean miss from Oyama, my hero. And that is that for Singapore. 2 points to Singapore, and now we're down to a best of 9 matchup between Singapore and Japan.
I mean, I get, like, Japan's game here. FC and hope that Singapore choke. They did, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
That was so
I mean,
close though. Like, if there was one more choke from Singapore, that was it.
yeah, one more choke, that was it. Yeah. Oh,
Well
that
played,
was
well
so
played.
close. Well played indeed. And now Japan's going to go with any of the rice. Probably rice 4. I hope so. That's what I think, because it's a natural progression again. You pick the jump stream, you pick the stamina, then you're gonna go with something more standard, right? A more standard rice pick. So maybe rice 4. Rice 1 is a bit risky considering how the speed picks has usually goes.
Yeah, but Japan are also very good at speed streams.
Yeah, they could also go for Rice 1. Or maybe Rice 7. Rice 7 is a bit of a curveball in my opinion. But it's very similar
Yeah.
to Rice 2 and Rice 3 in terms of they have a lot of jump stream, hand stream pattern within the map. Of course, it's much more bursty and more complex patterning, considering it's a Rice 7 pick, but its structure is similar to Rice 2 and Rice 3, so they could go with Rice 7.
They have the pick of the lot. Now it's just picking the best. And that is going to be the speed streams. It's Rice 1.
Ah, okay.
I think they need to play it safe. I don't think Jack is still the option left.
Yeah, I don't hate this pick either. Japan was really good. Actually, their score is from last weekend. They're the number 3 team on Rice 1 and the number 5 team on Rice, also on Rice 1 as well. So they are very consistent on this sort of pick. So yeah, I guess not a surprise as well. Also, Singapore did struggle quite a bit as well. They actually placed last in Rice 1.
Like, to put it in context, there's only 2 teams that beat Japan on the quarterfinals Rice 1, and that was United States and Chile. And yeah, Singapore, they had lower scores than Australia, New Zealand, Spain, who are all knocked out already. So
Yeah.
Very, very standardized pick from Japan.
Yeah, I think I should have realized the head-to-head as well, and yeah, Japan picking Rice one is, I guess it's not too surprising. And we're going to be seeing Yonhure, Oyama Mahiro, and Wintry, otherwise known as Pafe.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and
Wintry and
Rice
Yonhui did
lineup.
play
Yeah.
last weekend.
Ooh, wait.
Oh, okay. I believe we're gonna see Koishi, aka OP Meme, who
Yeah.
did play Rice 1 from last weekend. I believe they will now be available to join the lobby for the first time. And for Japan, it is the same 3 as well that played last weekend.
Yeah. Oh my god, this lineup of Japan Rice team is so scary.
You have like the 2 like young generation, and then you have like the towering of father as well.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know the age of like Nah and the teammates, but I feel like Alfonso's probably like older than those two combined in my opinion. What? He's like 30, right? He's like 30, 32? I don't know how old is he?
I believe he's around that age group. Yeah. Also, unfortunately, it will not be Koishi. So I
Ooh.
believe it will still be Oyama Mahiro, Nyonhui, and Wintry.
Still pretty solid lineup though.
Yeah, but they need their S game, not their A game, their S game to beat
Not
Japan
even
here.
that SS game even, because they like for the past 2 Rice pick, they have only dropped 200s. That's it.
Oh boy, alright. I mean, the pressure's on Japan. But Wintry already finds the first miss. Okay, this might be telling.
Yeah, might be telling, but Avada actually dropping quite a lot of accuracy down to 99.5, so a bit of a weakness potentially. Nah and 13 was still doing their own thing, but maybe we're seeing a bit of a weakness on this Rice pick, but it's actually it's actually quite close. Oh, Wintry with a miss, but
Ooh.
that's a dirty miss as well. They're down to the low 99%.
Yeah, Singapore suffering from that third player syndrome. And it's gonna hurt them even more in the long run. Japan holding still really good accuracies across the board. Even with a Fodder, who dropped to like what, 99.5 just now, has brought their accuracy back up to 99.7.
Did Avada miss, or that was Client? Was that did he miss?
No. A Fodder didn't miss.
Oh, okay.
I believe a Fodder's on it, yes.
Okay.
I mean, the difference right now is just because of Wintry's couple of misses, and Yonhure is actually picking up a couple of 200s as Oyama Mahiro finds a multiple misses.
And
Yeah,
that's already 40,000 points. This is just hard to watch at this point. So we're not even. We're just gone through the halfway point of the map, and Japan's now leading by 45,000 points.
Yeah, I think this is the biggest lead we've seen at the halfway stage of a map. I believe so far in this semifinals, because I don't think SV has been picked yet. So
No,
yeah,
no, not yet. Yeah, we can see Dion Hooray does hold the full combo, but it's not even close to the rest of the Japanese team.
yeah, and Wintry finds another miss. Now the lead will be 50,000 and growing.
Yeah, you can see the discomfort on the Rise pick on the speed stream pick right now on the Singapore side.
Yeah.
I'm here with a miss, and I hate to say this, but it's already the point for Japan right now.
Pretty much. Just
Pretty much,
hoping
yeah.
There's no external hiccups here. It should be Japan's. Definitely Japan's. And it's a 6-digit lead. Very rarely we see 6-digit leads on maps that isn't the SV map, but there we go. Japan 2978. Ooh,
What
1,
is
2,
that?
3.
Whoa. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Wow, and that is a back-to-back triple freeway FC for Japan on the Rise picks.
Immediately LN2 Singapore, just no nonsense. Going for Dream and Attraction.
Yep. It's not a bad pick. I would say LN3 would be the nicer pick. But LN2 is also pretty good as well.
The
But this is
interesting thing
Yeah,
is that
yeah, you
Japan
go.
have a better LN2 last weekend than Singapore.
I
That's
think
interesting.
yeah, that's quite interesting as well. And the LN2 pick for, I think because like considering how good Japan is on like jump stream, hand stream pick, stamina pick, they might convert that to like the LN2 pick as well. Considering how
Yeah.
jump stream heavy it is on these LN2 picks.
To be fair, the difference between these two teams on the LN2 equivalent in the quarterfinals, which is Klassiker Einheit, is only 10,000 points. So not a lot between these two.
That's for sure. And actually, this map is so much more different than like Klassiker Einheit. Like Klassiker Einheit is quite straightforward, but this one, Toph Daddy really just ramped up the difficulty with a lot of like bursts in between the LN density picks, the LN density the patternings.
And not just that, it's like on 1.05 rate as well. So
yeah, of course. As if 1.0 is hard enough already.
Yeah. Let's see if this is gonna be the 6 that will be staying in. I really think it should be, because these are also the 6 exact players that played Klassiker Einheit. But there may be a shakeout in Singapore, maybe? Maybe not. I believe these should be the fixed 6.
Is this going to be the 6 players that's going to be playing? I think now quite a lot of focus is going to be on, I would say, bad mania player. They have mid full combo. Oh.
Wait, I thought Now was playing. I think I'm blind.
Oh. Okay, well that just went through my radar as well actually. Yeah. I thought Now was playing, but no, it's going to be bad mania player.
Okay, interesting change. I mean, to be fair, Bad Mania player has FC'd the last 2 LN maps they've played. Let's see if they make it 3 for 3.
I'll say one more thing is that potentially Japan could be just hiding the potential scores as well, because that's one of the things that quite a lot of teams do, is that they hide like players' scores potentially for their next matchup.
Everything though, it's such a risk, especially when you're facing a team like Singapore. Like, yeah, you could hide, but if you lose the match, you're done. You're eliminated. There's no point in hiding. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly. Yeah, I would not play that game. And Kruke with a miss as well.
Ooh.
First one to drop. I did not expect Kruke to miss, actually, to be the first one to miss. That Mania player actually doing quite well. I think for these sorts of map, it's actually much easier to get decent accuracy. That was a clean miss on Wintry though. Now the accuracy is quite tight on everyone right now. Oyama Mahiro being the accuracy lead, followed by Neon Hooray at 99.65, 99.6 respectively.
Neon Hooray had a 99.7. And then they just dropped, and suddenly the lead is in Japan's favor. Wintry, that wasn't clean at all. That was a very dirty combo break. Yeah. And Japan,
I mean, the Toph Daddy burst section there definitely delivered.
Yeah, this is trouble for Singapore now. I mean, Bad Mania player not letting up 13 with gaining accuracy, as is Kruke. 5-digit lead here for Japan.
So a couple more tricky sections right now in the last KI of the map. But they need Japan to miss. Now the destiny is on Japan's hand. We could be potentially seeing the first breakpoint of this match right now. And then could spell disaster. But dropping accuracy doesn't matter at this point. They need a miss as soon as possible, but no one's dropping a miss, and that is that for Japan. They're going to be running away with a breakpoint. Actually, there's still a bit more, but there's not really any more difficult patternings in here.
Yeah, Japan will take it. The first breakpoint of this match.
Wintry with a very disgusting drop right there, and that was the undoing for Singapore.
7 misses. Singapore would have won just on pure accuracy alone.
I totally agree on that as well. Yeah, the MVP does go to Neon Hooray as well. Very disgusting ratio. 6-7-7. Sorry, that's like a 1-to-6 ratio right there.
Yeah, Kruke almost matched it.
Yeah, almost matched it, but the miss really just hindered the score a bit. But it does not matter. Japan got their breakpoint. Now they can just continue going with the rice ways as well.
Oh boy, do you think it's gonna be rice 4 this time?
Yes, there's. I think it's gonna be rice 4. It's time to unleash.
I won't be surprised if it's. Oh, here we go.
Okay,
I was about to say. I wouldn't be
yeah,
surprised if
yeah.
they went tech. I wouldn't be surprised if they went tech and they went for the also original hubris. Alright.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this like before they picked
Yeah.
Rice 1 as well. Rice 7 is quite similar to in structure to Rice 2 and Rice 3. So yeah, no, I'm not surprised either. So probably after this Rice 4, I don't see them picking Rice 5 and Rice 6. Sure, Rice 7 is quite techy, but
yeah.
it's not as techy as the other two Rice.
Yeah, it's very hard to kind of take these tech maps and compare them with last weekend's tech maps. But Japan have a better Rice 6 than Singapore, but Singapore have a better Rice 5 than Japan. So you would say that in terms of tech, they are quite even, maybe skewed towards Japan. But I think once the difficulty starts to ramp up a bit more, maybe Japan might be shining more than Singapore, as we do see Koishi now come in, OP meme, for the first time in this match.
And I think this is now their A team lineup now for Singapore.
Yeah, A team on a Japan pick, maybe a breakpoint, maybe.
Maybe potentially. But Japan has not yet dropped a single miss so far on these Rice pick, and their total 200 count is only 8.
Oh boy. Okay, to be fair, this map though...
Yeah,
this map could definitely add on to that.
Yeah, the tallies might go up by quite a margin after this map. This map is scary. The star rating is only 5.5, but do not be.
It is a lie. It is a definite lie.
That is such a lie. The BPM, the patterning, it is going to screw you over big time.
Yeah, it is as scary as that background. But let's see if Singapore can try and answer back with a big point of their own, or if Japan can extend their lead by 3.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Not a good start. Not a good start. It is very early on, so this is actually not going to be mattering too much.
It shouldn't matter too much because it is well before the 400 combo cap, but boy, that might go into your mental as well. Like when you mess up very bad at the start, you might just think, oh, this is really bad to play catch up for the rest of the map.
But actually quite good accuracy from Koishi right now, and Yohanari is still holding the full combo, so actually still within arm's reach right now. Less than 10,000 points. It's still doable for Singapore to take a breakpoint, but a miss on certified Pinor definitely is not helping out for Singapore.
Actually, I'm thinking why Oyama Mahiro might not have played this. Because they did play the tech map from last weekend. Oh, Koishi finds a miss!
Ooh, that's not looking good for Koishi. And another miss. Okay, in my opinion, this is... I think Oyama Mahiro might be a good accuracy player, but he has a low ceiling compared to the rest of these 3 players.
Yeah, especially with how abrasive these patterns get at 264.
And then on the right hand side, I mean,
yeah, this is another Japan classic here as Singapore finds another miss. And multiple misses, and Japan are just going through all of this unscathed. Like, the lowest accuracy, 99.78. I mean, what can you even do?
I would say not much. This is sending just so much just so much like message to the rest of the teams right now. This is such a strong team score from Japan. They have not missed a single time yet. This is 4 Rice picks in. No one has missed. And they're all scoring above 99.8%. What is going on right now?
Yeah, I believe Japan might have just found their sweet spot in the semi-finals map pool. That is where they shine the best. And diamonds are of course made under pressure. I mean, we're seeing 3 gems of Japan's players here.
Yeah, unfortunately, on the other hand, the pressure definitely got onto these players on the Singapore side. A lot of misses.
Yeah.
But actually, the accuracy is quite high, so I'm guessing maybe just a bit of nerves, a bit of patterning issue, patterning discomfort as well, because 99.5 with a bunch of misses actually means that their accuracy is much higher than suggested.
Oh, that's the
and 13 wins with the first miss!
There goes the streak, but let's see the 200 count at the end of this.
Yeah.
Oh,
now it's going to
miss as well! Oh, father, come on. You cannot be the third. You cannot be the third.
No,
You got
there's
this, right?
no
Come
way.
on, veteran power, veteran power. Veteran power. Yeah,
He
veteran
needs to try
power.
to. Oof.
What a
The
score from a
old
father.
man.
Two 200s to boot.
That is 9 200s combined. Also, that is. I mean, Koichi with a that is like the best ratio out of everyone in the lobby here.
Yeah.
And 4 200s, actually quite a good quite a good score for Koichi. It's just the misses right there. It's just too much for Singapore.
Yeah, all of them picking up multiple
Yeah.
misses. Me on Japan just taking a single one from 13 Wiz and Na.
Yeah, the Japanese grandfather of a father still going strong in the semi-finals, Rise 7. What a score from a father right there.
And it's going to be the final LN map, Exhausted from Singapore. You can see a very nice bright red in the middle of your screen.
Yeah, that's for sure. But this map, it's the bread and butter LN Master 11 guy chart, so it's like some very uncomfortable LN patternings in here.
Let's see what the lineups will be for this, because this might be a bit different too, compared to the other LN maps that we've already seen.
Yeah, that is for sure about that. I think we're going to be seeing 13 Wiz coming in for Japan. I think Singapore definitely have a higher chance to win this compared to LN2 as well. Compared to LN2, just because this map is so hard to hack. The releases, the mini jacks, it's just all over the place in this chart.
But yeah, I mean, now that we've already gone through all of the LN maps, I mean, the first one was quite decisive to Singapore. LN4 was by 1,000 points. LN2 went to Japan.
It was quite close as well, wasn't it?
I believe it was in the 5 digits.
Oh. Oh, Oyama Mahira's
It
actually
wasn't,
going
it was
to
6,000 points, never mind.
Yeah, I remember it was quite close.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a roster shuffle right now for Singapore, from what I can see right now.
We're just waiting to see who that third player will be. It will be Koichi. So let's see if this will be the final 6.
It looks like it to me.
And Singapore have to win this as well. Like, if Singapore don't win this, it's match point to Japan. And also a reminder that Japan still have their SV1 Protect.
Yeah, I was supposed to point that out as well. This is basically a match point for Singapore right now. And this is why, again, you should really practice SV, because you get that one free point that is so desired for any of these teams right now.
The thing is, I'm very sure Singapore should have practiced the SVs because they have a dedicated SV player in Claren.
Yeah, that's for sure about that. But on the other hand, Japan does have like 6 players who are dedicated in
Japan
SV.
is Japan, yeah.
Yeah, their whole nation's literally dedicated to SV.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
2 players dropping with multiple from Neon Hooray. Japan have a 5-digit lead and we've just started this map.
Yeah, quite a disgusting drop of both Wintry and Neon Hooray, but it's only the beginning though. They can still climb back up. There's still many opportunities for Japan to miss. But I think one thing about Japan is that they've been so consistent. They don't drop a lot of combos. They do get... Of course, their accuracy may be a bit lower compared to Singapore. As soon as I said that, Kuke did miss, but the score is still in the 5 digits. They need more. Definitely not Wintry missing, that's for sure.
Yeah, Wintry finds another miss as well as some accuracy drops from them and Neon Hooray. I mean, Japan just looking really good again. Just like in Dream and Attraction.
Yeah, I think it's just the fact that Bad Mania player is actually now picking up some Steven now is actually doing quite well with nearly 99.5, matching that of Kuke. And that's the last full combo on the Singapore's board. Koichi with a miss.
Bad Mania player finally finds a miss on the LN map. And if I
Oh, actually, that's my disgusting drop. Oh, okay, hold on. There's still a quarter of the map left. There's some potential, missed potentials.
That was
Singapore can still get a
extremely
point from
late, but
this.
Wintry
Oh,
trades
no.
it back. The lead now just climbs itself back to Japan. We saw it being 10,000 points, and it's 30,000. Kuke finds a miss. It's not going to matter because Wintry has found multiple.
Oh, that actually that could
13
I
wins,
don't know.
oh my gosh.
13
What a
was.
score from them.
Hello? Actually, I think Koichi got a higher score.
Is it even with the miss? No.
Oh, could have been. Could
It
have
was
been.
close.
Could have been.
But Japan, match point.
Oh, this is ringing some bells right now. For us. I think this is quite hard for Singapore. I think there's only one pick Japan can pick. It's
Well,
definitely not Rice 4.
I'm getting a sense of deja vu here. Japan beat Brazil by picking SV on the final map. Will Japan do it again?
I mean, they have to, right? I don't know
they
what else
still
they
have-
want to do.
What, Kojak?
They have Kojak, but I don't think they want to pick Kojak against any. Like, Kojak is quite coin flippy. Okay, I mean, Japan would have a high chance of winning Kojak regardless of it, but there's SV1 they can pick.
Definitely. Well, we'll see if Kuke wants to give in to the suggestion. They are the captain after all. We'll see if Japan wants to actually go
There's
for it.
no way both SV and Hybrid has been ignored for 3 matches. Okay, it's going to be SV1.
Yeah.
We have an SV pick before a Hybrid pick. Why? Why? And we're gonna be seeing
here we
Karen
go.
coming in.
Yep. I mean, I think we've said a lot about Japan in SV. We sound like broken type riders at this point, but I don't think there needs to be any more times that we have to say that Japan have just been beasts in this category.
They're decent at SV. Just a bunch of decent blokes. Pretty good at SV.
Yeah, just the casual number 1 on SV1 last weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, in qualifiers, it's not like they've never got second place in SV. You know, it's just
But of course.
Japan doing Japan things.
Singapore do have a good SV lineup themselves.
I do agree with that. They do have a decent SV lineup, but it is such a hard task to go against Japan and their SV skills.
It is. This is like, I would say, an unstoppable force against an immovable object. Who's gonna break first?
Yeah. And we're gonna be seeing Yomogi coming in, and I think that's quite expected.
Yep.
Yomogi has been such a good SV player for Japan as well, and 13 wins as well. I think that's the lineup for last weekend's match, wasn't it?
Yep. Singapore did not play SV1, but both teams did play SV2, and these are the exact 6 players that played SV2, which was First Frost.
Actually, yeah, no, Singapore did quite well in SV2, so yeah. There could still be a chance for Singapore to take it back, but they need.
I mean,
they really need Japan to get a couple of missiles if one of the players did not practice the map.
it is Japan, yeah.
They did lose. They did lose an SV pick against Spain.
That is true.
That
It is
very
still
true.
in Japan's hands.
It really depends if the players have practiced for it. Since they picked it, I'm sure they have practiced it. I really like this SV pick. Rule Blazing SV has always been like the top SV map, the top SV mapper.
Yeah, definitely one of the more prominent SV mappers of our current generation.
Yeah. Has been around for a long time as well.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Well?
There's a lot of like ghost notes in here, so actually like just notes that you just don't see it, but you still have to hit it. There is one of them.
Ooh!
Oh, Yomogi with the miss!
First miss
Wait,
comes from Japan!
wait,
But
there is
the
a
lead
chance
is
of
in Japan! Because of accuracy.
Yeah, Neon Hero is not having the best time of his life right now.
Yeah, it might just be the accuracy game. I mean, Japan, like, what is that accuracy from Kuke?
No, I don't know. Kuke, I mean, like the best SE player of our generation, that is for sure.
Yeah, and Neon Hooray finds the first list of Singapore. I mean, this might just be the start of the end here with just the accuracy alone.
Yeah, there's not much you can do about this for Singapore. Yomugi did have a miss, but now the accuracy has now climbed over that 13 whiz.
Yeah. I mean, the
They're
other
doing
two
quite
players
well,
of
though.
Singapore. The other two,
Yeah, I was
the
just
other
saying
two
that
players of
as
Singapore
well,
doing pretty well, going on to FC's Cleven, best of the lot 99.4. But even then, that's still lower than the best of Japan. Sorry, the best better than the lowest of Japan. I say that 13
No! Oh, you just have to say it. And now that's only one F. It's a 1v1 against Claren and Kuke. This LN point. So actually, Kuke dropped the accuracy down to 9. Wait, the LN section. Was it the LN section that?
I think Kuke got a few hundreds.
Yeah, that is such an annoying section. So Kuke is quadding right now. So is Yomugi and 13 was.
Wait, all of them are quadding.
Claren was also quadding as well.
Oh my god, the entire Japan team is quadding.
So is Claren. Claren is quadding. I love it. The quad
technique. We picked up a couple of accuracy drops there with the transition.
Yeah, I mean, we're just having fun, aren't we? But
yeah, this is signed, sealed, and delivered straight to Singapore's doorstep.
Yeah. And unfortunately, history repeats once again for Singapore as Japan.
I mean, the funniest thing is that... Okay, I'm not gonna say it actually. Let me save it for after this is done. As I say that, Koichi finds the miss.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to say there were more FCs in the Singapore side than Japan. But Japan's accuracy, I mean, what? 200 from Yomogi! Beating out Kuke's accuracy. Wow! I didn't even realize that someone could beat Kuke in accuracy on SV. But there you go. Japan 7-2. They will move on in the semi-finals lower bracket.
That is some insane accuracy on the Japanese side. I mean, the worst ratio of 13 wins managed to beat out of Claren, who is such a prominent SE player in Singapore as well. And that just shows how strong Japan SE team is. But Singapore made it to the semi-finals. I think they have improved from last year. From their placement. Yeah, but this is looking quite good. I just want to give a shout out to the Singaporean team. This is
they have improved. They are finishing 9th, 12th, which is their second best ever finish in 4K MWC.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And one thing to say is that there's no clear star player within the Singapore team. This is a grassroots 4DM team 2 years ago, and now everyone's back again to show off in full spades. And there's so much more potential within the Singaporean team as well.
Yeah, and with also that being said, Japan, they will be moving on to face the winner between Vietnam against China, which is actually the next match.
Yeah, in 26 minutes from now, so Japan's probably going to be waiting to see on their perch, and actually Japan is going to be such a scary team. Their Rise performance is so scary. Probably the strongest Rise team in the losers brackets, that is for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the matches all coming up next. You do not want to miss a single one, but of course, that also means that we're going to be taking a short break of 26 minutes. Anything else you want to add, Mashed?
Not really, except for the banners. I think there's still banners. Oh, is it banner time?
I mean, there are definitely still banners. I don't think the banners have been taken down. They are definitely still up on the shop, which you can purchase. You can purchase any of the country's banners, even those that are eliminated, just to show your support for the tournament, the staff, the players, everyone involved. And you can buy multiple of them. You can stack them like Jenga. And I don't know, if you find the one that wins the entire tournament, you gotta keep it around all the way to the next 4K Mania World Cup.
Well, they're placing a profile also. And yeah, thank you, Ravio, for the banner shout. And I think that is that. This is going to be Mashed Potatoes signing off for the Mania 4K World Cup 2024.
Yeah, and we'll see all of you back here, 25 minutes for Vietnam and China.
chain, go watch.